Hopefully, you've been watching Campillo. He's become the Braves' best starter, 3-0, 1.26 in his previous 5 starts. Rings up Chris Young in the second, and then Chris Snyder.
Snyder down on
Painting. How's your command, please? Top 3, look who's back. Chipper Jones. Goes down and gets it off Doug Davis. So does Stephen Drew, but Chipper up the line. That's Chipper being Chipper. Beats it out. Later in the third, Omar Infante.
now
In a 2-1 game, this is down the left field line. UNL Escobar scores. They'll wave Chipper. Atlanta has a 4-1 lead, so Campillo staked to an early lead, but he can't hold it. Bottom 7, it's 8-4. Chris Snyder takes Campillo to the gap. Alex Romero scores. He was 3 for 4. Campillo tagged for 5 runs on 8 hits and 6 1/3. Diamondbacks within 3. Still in the 7th. Julian Tavares got to put out the fire. Gets Connor Jackson. Little insurance here from Chipper, who's back off Brandon Lyon, top 9. And watch how far this ball, that's a long home run at Chase Field. Chipper's 19th, he was 2 for 4. Scored 3 runs, now with 371. Braves win in Arizona, 11-6.
Together this weekend, Marlins and Mets. Bottom first, Ricky Nolasco pitching. David Wright with 1 on and 1 gone. 2-run shot for Wright. No walk-off, but he can take his time. His 22nd of the year, Mets go up 2-0. Top second, bases loaded. 1 out. John Baker at the plate facing Oliver Perez. And Wright has got a bat and a glove. Makes the play at home, 2 away. Next batter, Ricky Nolasco down swinging and Perez out of the inning. Top 5. Perez doing his thing on the mound. John Baker down swinging. Top 6, Jorge Cantu down swinging. Perez struck out 8. Gets Dan Ugler in the 7th. 3-0 against the Marlins this season. 7 innings, 2 hits in this one. Mets win it 3-0 as the bullpen actually holds on to the lead.
So you're saying, okay, it wants to deal with the Phillies. They were hosting the Pirates. Mike Schmidt, other Phillies greats on hand to honor Juan Samuel. Put up there on the Phillies Wall of Fame. Top 5, Joe Blanton. Boy, did he have it going. Rings up Jose Bautista. Blanton threw 7 innings of 1-hit ball. Struck out 7, but matching him pitch for pitch was Paul Maholm. He struck out 10 in 7, gave up only 5 hits. And going into the 10th inning, this game's still looking for its first run. Good chance here. 2 outs, they're loaded in the 10th. Pat Burrell facing TJ Beam. Big spot there for the Phils, and Beam gets out of trouble. That ends the inning. Top 12, runner on third. Chance for Pittsburgh here. Steve Pearce down the third baseline, and it's the Pirates that come through. Ryan Doman scores. They have a 1-0 lead. Phillies down 2-0. Bottom 12, Chase Utley. A chance here with 2 on. Brandon Moss, former Red Sox great. Go get it. They double off Shane Victorino. Moss made the catch. He with Craig Hansen both came over in the trade from Boston for Jason Bay. Pirates win 2-0. The Phillies have now gone 23 innings without scoring a run. And that shakes up the National League East. Mets game a game on both the Phils and Marlins. Neither Philadelphia or Florida able to score a run Friday night. So everything with the Cubs is like 100 years old. What's the deal? We start there. 5 ahead of Milwaukee, 6 up on the Cardinals, and opening a 3-game visit from St. Louis at Wrigley. Cesar Izturis in the 5th. Left center. Jim Edmonds, the throw. It gets by, well, it gets by every single Chicago Cub. Izturis to third. Lupinelli, your thoughts? Thank you. Next up, it's the pitcher, Braden Looper. Squeeze. Looper can't make contact. Tony La Russa, your thoughts? He's a genius. Lilly gave up 2 runs on 7 hits and 7 1/3. They're loaded for Troy Gloss in the 6th. Gloss hitless against the Cubs this season in 29 at-bats. Joe Mather tags. Alfonso Soriano throws, and here we go. Got him. Bottom 7, Jim Edmonds, former Cardinal great, of course, already with 1 home run in the game. Make it 2. This is 15th. He had been 0 for 7 this season against his former team. He'll go to extras. Bottom 11, they're loaded as Edmonds takes the curtain call. This one gets decided by the backup catcher, Henry Blanco. His first game-winning RBI this season. That'll end it. Chicago has won 10 of 12. The Cardinals going the other way. They've lost 4 of 6. Cubs win 3-2-0.
Squad, Red Sox and White Sox. Mark Burley doing his thing. David Ortiz. Settle. Top 5, same score, 2 outs. Burley gets Jason Bay. 7 innings worth, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 8 Ks for Burley. Meanwhile, John Lester, 7-0, 2.56 ERA in his last 10 starts. Alexi Ramirez with a pop-up, but Jed Lowry and Bay not helping out. Turned out to be a costly mistake for the Red Sox. 2 batters later, 2 on, 1 out. Orlando Cabrera up. And that's going to get through. Nick Swisher and Ramirez come in to score. The White Sox take a 3-0 lead on Leicester. Top 8, Red Sox trailing 4-0, 2 on, 1 out. Dustin Pedroia up. And that'll get him right back into the ballgame. 3-run shot off Octavio Dotel. Pedroia, 27-game hit streak on the road, longest by a Red Sox player since 1913. Bottom 8, same score, Manny Del Carmen pitching now. Carlos Quentin, Swisher said he is hot as donut grease. 31st of the season, and the White Sox win it. The Royals a half game back in the division. Top third, no score, 2 on, nobody out. Joe Mauer off Kyle Davies. That'll be enough to get Denard Span home. It's 1-0 Minnesota. Later in the inning, bases loaded. Jason Kubel looks like a double play ball, but Micah Aviles botches a throw. 2 runners come in to score. Aviles not happy, though he did go 4 for 5 at the plate. Twins take a 3-0 lead. Bottom 7, Twins now leading 3-1. Tying runs at scoring position with 2 outs, but Dennis Reyes gets Martin to get out of the inning. Bottom 9, Twins up 4-1. Joe Nathan in to close it down. Bases loaded, though. David DeJesus with an opportunity, but he squanders it. And the Twins going to win it 4-1. They've won 6 of 7 at Kansas City. Taking on the Mariners after Raul Ibanez put it on them on Thursday night. Top second, Carlos Pena putting it on Seattle off Carlos Silva. Number 21 for Pena, and the Rays go up 1-0 just like that. We move to the third, game tied at 2 on. Carl Crawford up. Now this looks like it should be a pretty routine play, but Yuniesky Betancourt not exactly on target with the throw. Bill Walton couldn't have caught that. 2 score, Rays go up 4-2. Next batter, Pena with a base hit, and Crawford, he runs well. Beats the throw home, Rays go up 5-2. Top 8, Mariners down 5-3. Deodor Navarro, that is well hit. But there's Ibanez again. Walk-off on Thursday, great catch on Friday. Bottom 9, Troy Percival trying to close it. Strike 1 from Vladimir Valentin. Breaking ball for strike 2.
Oh, that's a buckler right there.
And then the fastball, strike 3. Percival's first 3 pitches to get the K-Rays win 5-3. No fading for them. They've won 10 of 14.
After splitting 4 in Texas, Yankees continuing their 10-game roadie with 3 in Anaheim. Ian Kennedy just called up from AAA, and they need to go back. Bottom 1, Torrey Hunter, Johnny Damon. Look at Johnny Damon go into the wall. That's how he got himself hurt earlier. Teixeira scores, Guerrero scores. Damon is down. It's 2-0 Angels. One more look. Johnny Damon actually knocks the gate open. Hello. He was on the DL. He was okay here, fortunately. Stays in the game. Top 2, A-Rod. Yeah, every single bit of it. Off Jared Weaver's 25th, 11th straight season with at least 25 home runs. Career homer number 543. Angels up 4-3 in the third. Howie Kendrick. What a night he had. 4 for 5. Hunter scores. Angels up 5-3. That's it for Kennedy. He was whacked for 5 runs on 9 hits. In 2+, Yankee fans have wanted to see him back up there for a while, and maybe it was a little too soon. Bottom 7, Hunter. Off Daryl Rasner, it's a 4-run Anaheim 7. Hunter 4 for 5. LA of Anaheim 17 hits, 11 from Hunter, Kendrick, and Vlad Guerrero. So AL East, Rays still looking good. They pick up a game on both Boston and New York.
You ready for SportsCenter's top plays?
You want odds or evens?
I'll get it going at number 10. I'm a Swede. His first catch in an NFL game, Joe Mays says welcome to the National Football League. Steelers win 16-10 over the Eagles. Swede, 3 catches, 23 yards.
Number 9, KJ Choi, second round of the PGA. Par 4, 6th for birdie. But he was 11 over after 2 and did not make the cut. He did make top plays. So.
Number 8, Kevin Van Dam won his 4th Angler of the Year award, his first in nearly 10 years. $250,000 purse makes him the first angler ever to pass the $3 million mark. Number 6, John McDonough.
Oh, what a stop by McDonald. And he got him. Holy smokes.
You talk about full extension, and look, he gets to his feet as quick as anybody.
That's not even a close play.
I know, it made it look very easy. That's not right.
Like the catch in the uniforms, but the Blue Jays lose 5-2.
The Garth Orge throwbacks. Johnny Lee Higgins, second quarter. Higgins, look at him matriculate the ball down the field. They're sticking and moving. Raiders up 7-0. They win 18-6. 53 yards to the hizzy and the backflip and the whole thing, and the house and the touchdown and yeah.
Number 4, Corey Patterson. Humberto Quintero, well hit. But look at Patterson. Give me that! Right into the Malibu. Johnny Cueto, like, you the man. Reds lose 9-5.
Number 3, Curtis Granderson off the bat of Frank Thomas. Hurt so good! Over the shoulder, but Tigers going backwards in the AL Central.
The Nationals lose 5-0.
Number 1 play goes to Andrew Bourne of the Little League World Series. He had 9 RBI, hit 3 homers, including a grand slam, helping his Pennsylvania team beat New York 13-11 and advance to the Little League World Series. Johnny Cueto on the mound and already down 1-0. Top 2. El Caballo, his 28th, 26th home run given up this year by Johnny Cueto, who was so good in his first start of the year and has been up and down ever since. Tied at 5, they go to extras. Top 10 once again, it's Carlos Lee. First and second, Corey Patterson has a shot on the run. Tejada scores. Big Puma scores. Career RBIs number 1,000 and 1,001 from Lee, who had 4 hits. Astros had 16 hits. They win 9-5.
Dude wants to play. Well, the Dodgers entered the night a half game behind Arizona in the National League West. Billy Sadler in a 1-1 game facing Manny Ramirez, and he gets him, and he's all fired up. But calm down, young man. Benji Molina going to say, hey, just chill. He's Manny. He can get you. Giants keep it tied at 1. To the 10th, nobody on, nobody out. Jeff Kent in. Solo shot, number 11 on the season. L.A. takes a 2-1 lead. Bottom 10. Jonathan Broxton on to close things out. Well, Manuel Burris, little grounder. Broxton, nobody at first to throw to, so he throws home, and it's wild. Everybody's safe. Giants have tied the game. Still in the 10th, bases loaded, 1 away for Aaron Rowan. Aaron Rowan going to make sure the Dodgers have no shot at first place at the end of Saturday. Giants win it 3-2.
Diamondbacks, losers of 3 straight, hosting Atlanta. They had Dan Herron on the mound, 1.83 in his previous 9 starts, but this was not Herron's night. Kelly Johnson down the line, it scores 2. Herron tagged for 6 runs on 10 hits and 5 1/3. Later in the inning, it's 5-3 Braves. He leaves. Enter Juan Cruz. Bases loaded. Brian McCann. Down the left field line. 2-run score. Cruz makes it a little worse when he throws it into the outfield, so you know Escobar can come home. Hello. And to make it even worse, Orlando Hudson is down at second base holding his wrist. It's a 7-run Braves 6. The O-Dog, that's the same injury that forced him to miss the end of last season. Braves can complete the 4-game sweep in Arizona Sunday. A meltdown of epic proportion for the Yankee bullpen in Anaheim Saturday. First A-Rod, top 6. Off John Lackey is 26, and that made it 1-0. Danny Geist pitched an absolute beauty. 6 innings of 3-hit ball. It was all looking good. Then they let the lead get away. 3-3 in the 8th. Here's Vlad, and there it goes. Off Edouard Ramirez is 21st. And then the Angels just opened up a can. Later in the inning, still nobody out. Juan Rivera, 2 more runners come in. It's 7-3 LA of Anaheim. It was 10-3 later in the inning. Vlad 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in that inning. It's an 8-run Anaheim 8th. 7 of those runs came before the Yankees recorded a single out in the inning. Holy moly. Angels all over the Yankees, 11-4. On the south side, Bernie Mac was honored before Saturday night's White Sox game against Boston at U.S. Cellular Field. Jose Contreras just back from the DL, activated for this start. And there he goes again. Last time it was elbow tendonitis. This time it's much worse. Ruptured Achilles, likely ending his season. Top 7, Boone Logan in a 1-1 jam. Gave up a couple of singles, then walked J.D. Drew. That loads the bases. Look at Ozzie out there trying to fire up Logan. Leaves him in there to face Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia comes through. Red Sox up 2-1. They're still loaded for Big Poppy with Ozzie looking on. Ortiz 5 for 30 in his previous 9 games. 3-run double. He had 3 hits. Red Sox had 14 hits, and they win in Chicago 6-2. Ortiz hitting only .240 since coming off the DL, has the big hit in the game. Dice-K wins his 13th 8 innings of.
White Sox lose. Twins could take sole possession of first in the AL Central if they could beat Zach Greinke in Kansas City. Top 2, Greinke facing Delman Young. Well, Delman Young with a home run, his 5th of the year, 2-0 Minnesota. To the 6th, Royals down 2-1. Greinke facing Young again with a man on third, and he throws at him and gets him in the shoulder. Bench is clear. Drama at the K, where Minnesota, by the way, is 6-1 on the season. Cooler heads do prevail. Ron Gardenhire looking for Greinke to get tossed, but he doesn't get tossed. So next up, Brian Busher. Make him pay Brian Busher.
There's a base hit.
Well, he does. Jason Kubel scores. Twins win 7-3. They've won 10 of 14 and zipped into first place, half a game ahead.
All right, let's run through the day in the NL East Saturday. First, Mets and Marlins. Brian Stokes, first major league start in 2 years. First for the Mets. Top two gets Dan Uggla, then Alfredo Amezaga. Stokes, 5 2/3. Gave up 4 runs on 7 hits and had this base hit. Bottom 2, his first major league hit coming at his first big league AB. So now you got to collect the baseball. Mike Jacobs has to collect the souvenir. Only he misses the whole dugout, throws it into the stands, and now we've got a situation. Carlos Delgado wants to switch, and everything's cool. Top 6 down 4-2, Jacobs. 2-run shot is the first Florida homer in 5 games. The Marlins have come back to tie it at 4. That mid bullpen. Bottom 6, they're up 5-4. Dan Murphy, pinch hitting. There it goes, his first career home run. He's 10 for 20 since his call-up last week. Florida has dropped 3 of 4. Mets win here 8-6.
Well, Phillies trying to hang on to the lead in the NL East. They've got to beat Pittsburgh to do it. Charlie Manuel's team hadn't scored in 23 innings. That was broken in the first. And then Ryan Howard singled in Shane Victorino, so it's 2-0 Phils. Bottom 7, it's 2-1, runner on third. Victorino now at the plate. Singles in Jimmy Rollins. Phillies up 3-1. Top 8, Pirates with a runner on and 1 out. A meeting on the mound with your starter, Brett Myers, who had won 1 time in his last 8 outings. Meanwhile, Freddie Sanchez, lines out to Jimmy Rollins, so there's 2 outs. And then Manuel pulls him. Myers not happy.
Myers has had a history of this with...
Now the 2 exchange words, and they absolutely exchange words. Manuel, of course, probably knows what he's doing. Myers did go 7 2/3 strong, 1 run, 5 hits. Phillies going to win it 4-2, and they stay 1 up on the Mets. Back to the diamond, Cards and Cubbies. Chicago won in extras on Friday. Carlos Zambrano on the hill, always good against St. Louis. Don't tell that to Skip Schumacher, who may have missed some of those Zambrano wins. His 7th of the year, Cardinals up 2-1. Albert Pujols struggling, 240 with 10 strikeouts against Zambrano in his career. Well, that's a shot. 24th of the year for Albert Pujols. So to the 4th. 1 on for Troy Gloss, 0 for 30 against the Cubs this season. He said he didn't know about the 0 for coming into the game. Gloss ripped. 2-run home run, so in a span of 6 batters, 3 Cardinals homer off of Zambrano, and then Gloss in the 5th. 2 home runs off Zambrano, who gave up a career-high 4 home runs in the game. His first loss to St. Louis since 2000.
You want odds or even?
I'll go odds.
That means I have evens, which is number 10, Fred. Dodgers, Giants, Omar Vizquel, Matt Kemp throwing home. Russell Martin, John Bauker's tagging. What a play. That in a 1-0 game. One more look. Although the Dodgers ended up losing 3-2 after Broxton let the lead get away.
Little League World Series number 9, Shelton, Connecticut, Manchester, New Hampshire. Nick Macris with a diving catch. Connecticut wins. They're going to Williamsport, first time in 19 years. Shelton, not that close to New Britain, by the way.
Arlington Million at number 8. French-based Spirit One won the 26th running. Led wire to wire. Upset win over an international field of 7 turf horses. Arlington Million, Spirit One, your winner.
Number 7, Nationals, Brewers. Tim Redding. Yeah.
Man, that's happened a lot this season.
You know, thank goodness that's happened a lot, and not something worse happened a lot.
All right, now the highlight you've all been waiting for, South Africa versus Argentina. This
Can you
is
explain
rugby.
what's happening here?
I have no clue. Jean de Villiers, look at him matriculate the ball up the field. Flips the ball to A.D. Jacobs. That's a try. South Africa, 63-9. They just wailed on Argentina.
63-9.
63-9er.
That's a blowout in any sport.
De Villiers to Jacobs, that old combination.
Yeah, you hear it all the time. A's and Tigers, Marcus Timms the fly, Jack Cust. Didn't, but made a great catch. A's lose the game.
Number 4, Toronto FC and the Colorado Rapids. Oh, Chad Barrett with the nice goal on the free kick. as only he can. Chad Barrett, Toronto wins 1-0. There's that word again.
What, Toronto?
No, nil.
Number 3, Twins and Royals. Justin Morneau, the fly. David DeJesus with a catch. Royals lose 7-3. Why is it almost every baseball top play here, the guy who made the catch has his team?
Just an excellent point. It's a recurring theme. Marlins and Mets. El Nino to right. Fernando Tatis. Boy, Fernando Tatis has been a tremendous acquisition for the Mets. They win 8-6, so there you go. That bucks the trend.
How about your play of Saturday? Rams-Titans, Chris Johnson, goodbye. 66 yards, showing some speed. Titans win 34-30. First place Rays, 1 win, shy of their franchise best. They're going for number 70 in Seattle. Ichiro in the 8th of a 1-run game. Singles in. Miguel Cairo ties it at 7. To the 10th they go. Bases loaded. Great chance for Eric Hinsky, and Hinsky lines one that is, it's caught by Uneski Betancourt. Top play nominee still tied. Bases loaded for Adrian Beltre in the bottom of the 10th. Beltre to third, third to home, home to first. Do they get Adrian? Yes, they do. And, well, he can't believe it. These two teams leave 25 on base in the game. Top 11 runner on third, Dioner Navarro facing Miguel Batista. That is a long fly ball, long enough anyway to score Ben Zobrist. Joey Percival slams the door in the bottom of the inning. The Rays win their 3.5.